There is a bunch of weather news to talk about, a lot of it not really here, but will affect us sooner or later. So let's bring in the guy. He'll talk all about all that and more. Pat Pagano. Good morning, Pat.
And good morning, and how are you?
Good. You know, it's interesting with all this live video that goes up. There was some great video, once again, of the rainfall that's hitting down south from, what is it still, is it still a Category 1 hurricane?
No, it's a tropical storm.
Okay, it's been downgraded already. But they got quite a bit of rain down there and some wind.
Oh yeah, the wind easily gusted to 75 miles per hour at Vero Beach. That's where it came ashore at 3 a.m. this morning near Vero Beach. Right now, it's just to the south of Orlando, and Orlando right now has winds of about 60 miles an hour with heavy rainfall. Tornado watches have been posted for northeast Florida up until 1 o'clock this afternoon. And while Nicole will continue to weaken, it'll still be a formidable structure of tropical rain that will move across Georgia and then slide up the spine of the Appalachians and be over Montreal by Saturday.
Wow.
It will combine with the cold front, and the cold front will go through the region by Saturday afternoon. So we have a sunny, mild day today. Enjoy it, mid-60s, and partly cloudy tonight, 45 to 50. It's cloudy, and rain comes in tomorrow afternoon. I would say sometime after 1 or 2 o'clock. 65 to 70. Now, remember, that's a mild system that we're dealing with. So we get most of our rainfall and wind Friday night. The rain will taper to showers Saturday afternoon. It'll be windy again, 60 to 65. And then because the air is unstable, partly cloudy with some scattered showers on Sunday, when the high will be about 50. But we should have sunshine, cool weather in the 40s Monday and Tuesday. So that's the good news there. But rainfall, it looks to me like 1 to 2 inches would be a good bet. That's what we thought. We would think of maybe 1 to 3. I'm thinking, 3 is going to be more likely west of us because the system is going to be going that far west. And there could even be some thunder and lightning, but I think the chances of that are not all that great.
All right.
So there you have it.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell, yeah. I mean, this one played out pretty much the way we thought it would be. No surprises on it so far.
And there wasn't a great deal of damage caused down south.
That I don't know. The Hurricane Center is still warning of really bad storm surge. So I don't know what happened there, but
I was looking at one video, Pat, and it was interesting. A family had a house on the coast, okay?
Right.
And then in their backyard led out to the coast. And there's a beach after their backyard, and they had a pool in their backyard, all beautiful pool, and it was cement and everything.
Okay.
Well, with the water hitting up against coming over the beach and hitting up against where their land was, it pushed the pool up, broke all the cement around the pool, and raised the pool up about, I'll say, 4 or 5 feet. This lady was videoing it as it was happening, and it was wild to look at. And so, I mean, that family's looking at easily a $20,000 fix to fix that pool. They'll have to put a new one in. But it was interesting to see the power of water, while not even flooding, but just hitting their property where it joined the beach in the right way, where it pushed itself under and did all that damage.
That it is. I mean, you just never ever know with these tropical systems what they're going to be doing. So, I mean, good for people who take safeguards. But I mean, I'm hearing that they're building the houses out of cement, and they're building them pretty strong down there.
Well, that's the whole thing now. They can build a house now out of cement bricks. Then when you put the cement bricks in that hollow portion,
Right.
they put rebar, and rebar is then cemented into that. And then they put those hurricane-proof windows where up to 130 miles an hour, something can hit the windows and they won't break. And that's not for a continual 130, but if a gust hits it and something's traveling, it should bounce off the window. And then they have a special way to attach the roof with 3 or 4 different connections on those trusses to the cement blocks. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. It adds about $30,000, $40,000 to the cost of a house when you build it that way. But hey, if you're going to get away with minor damage in a major hurricane, now if you live on the coast, there's not much that helps. In a big hurricane comes in with a steady 130-mile-an-hour winds, you can have the cement blocks; they'll survive, but you're still going to get flooding, and you're still going to get all that other stuff. But the damage, once you get the damage, you can fix it. Some of those houses that we saw from that last hurricane,
Yeah.
they were just completely obliterated,
Destroyed, yeah.
gone. And I don't know if they changed the laws or not, but it used to be in some sections of Florida, if you lived in a hurricane-prone area and your house was completely gone, you couldn't rebuild there.
Yeah. You're talking people loving the shore, and you're talking counties loving the tax that they could charge.
Yeah.
So it's a fine line here, and we all know that living on the shore, living on the coast is a beautiful thing, but it comes with its downfall. And a lot of people say, well, if I could stick it out for 25 years without anything happening, I'm more than worth it. Yeah, well, that's true, and most places can stick it out at least that long, or back in the good old days they would be able to. But now I would say all bets are off with global warming and the whole bit. You see what's happening. I mean, here it is. It's November 10th, and we have a major hurricane. I know hurricane season ends November 30th, but this is late in the season to get something strong like this.
As I said, I knew somebody who has a condominium in Palm Beach, West Palm Beach, and it literally is about 25 feet from the shore. And this condominium is built directly facing the ocean. And what they did is they built it so if a major hurricane came and hit that condominium, it would destroy the front and the back. Water would rush through it. The walls would remain intact, and therefore they could refix it and rebuild it because it wasn't completely destroyed. A lot of builders try to do that on the coast with their buildings.
Thing is, that's great with the water, being able to go through it underneath, but you still have wind, and the problem is not just the wind. It's the missiles that accompany the wind. If it picks up a pole, or anything like that, and sends it through, to the glass, you're talking, the glass shattering, water getting into your condominium, and of course that weakens the structure all the more. I really think living at the shore, you're living in harm's way. And you're living from year to year.
And if you live at the shore, you should have an alternate residence.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. But look at what happened even in not far from Palm Springs a couple of days ago, Ontario, California, which is about an hour's out of Palm Springs. I forget how many people were killed in flooding waters there. So, and now you're talking about the desert of California. Yeah. Even that's not exempt anymore.
Well, flash flooding is a major killer of people because it comes out of nowhere and it literally strikes from the time you see water that starts to come from a flash flood to the time where it's dangerous is a matter of like a minute. It gives you no time to get out of the way. Yeah. Anyways.
Very true.
Well,
very true.
Anyways, well, let's recap this good forecast for today.
Well, today's beautiful. Mid-60s, sunny, 45 to 50 tonight. Now, the rain comes in tomorrow afternoon after 1 or 2 o'clock. And it picks up in earnest for tomorrow night. It tapers to showers by Saturday afternoon. And then just a couple of scattered showers on Sunday. Near 50, we're in the 40s with sunshine Monday and Tuesday.
And does it look like beginning next week we're going to settle into more of a fall type forecast with the 60s and near 70, those temperatures disappearing?
They're disappearing, and it's not out of the question to see some white stuff next week.
You're not talking about cocaine.
No, and it won't be Monday or Tuesday, but as we go to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to have to watch another low along the coast.
Man, oh man, could be
Yep.
an interesting winter, a long winter for you, Pat.
Oh, I don't even want to think about it.
All right, hey, have a good day. Don't think about it. I'll speak to you tomorrow.
All right, sounds good, Marshall.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Pat Pagano this morning in the Weather Center with a check on our tri-state forecast here on Robin Hood Radio.